Hello Scorpio, this is Michelle and I'm here to do your February 2021 tarot reading. We're using the Smith-Waite Centennial Edition deck. It's a reproduction deck of the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And then also I'm going to bring in an oracle card for you from Oracle of Mystical Moments. All right, I've been shuffling the cards for a while, and I think they're going to be ready in just a moment. And indeed they are. All right. So let's take a look at what we have for my Scorpio friends. Well, King of Cups, there you are on the bottom of the deck. And things may be a little topsy-turvy all around you, but I'm picking up from that card that you're holding the fort down, Scorpio, and now we have the Wheel of Fortune coming in, all right, which I love to see, but let's pull a few more cards. The High Priestess, all right, wow, really powerful opening. Page of Wands coming in, interesting. And the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Earth. That's a very interesting opening. I'm going to channel some messages through just based on the initial lineup here. I feel I can hear some of the Scorpios saying, you know what, I don't care what's going on out in the world. Not that you don't care about people, okay, the world, but I can just hear you saying, you know what, I just don't care what's going on out there. I am not going to let things that are going on in the world that are negative impact me negatively. I have worked too hard, okay? I have worked too hard, too long. For some of you, this actually might involve an actual quite long course of study for some of you, okay? But I have worked too long and too hard to let some sort of event that just came in, totally unexpected, just turn everything around topsy-turvy. I can hear Scorpio saying, you know what? I am going to figure out a way. I'm going to march on straight ahead no matter what. And for some of you, it may be that there is a little bit of time involved before things get right side up if they have been turned around. All right, so I'm not saying things haven't been turned around a little bit for some of you, but the determination is there to, no, I'm going to right this boat, okay? And we're going to keep moving forward. I think that for some of the Scorpios, this has potentially been a little bit of a trying time spiritually. Okay, spiritually, and it could be because you are being tested. In a way, it can feel that way. You know, I'm being tested at this time. Your spiritual mettle, you know, it can feel like it's really being put to the test. But that is going to make you even stronger. And in terms of strength and spiritual strength, really, I can't think of a sign that would be stronger in that area. All right. And so I'm just talking about, you know, Mars energy, strength, and that Scorpio connection to spirituality. So very strong spirituality. If it's being tested, I see you making it through it. I do feel that the Queen of Pentacles sort of suggests that going through a period of being tested potentially. But again, I see you analyzing, Scorpio. I see you analyzing the situation, all right, again, along the lines that I was talking about, and sort of saying, you know what, I'm going to take my emotions and I'm just going to put those aside for a moment, right? Compartmentalize. I'm going to compartmentalize the emotions, and I'm going to think about this logically, and we're going to get through this thing. All right, we're going to get through this thing. I think that a lot of Scorpios are really focused on the future, which is very positive to see. This might be actually something that could really help you moving forward, is, staying focused on those future plans. I know when things get very, very difficult, it can be helpful to just kind of just pull in just to this one current present moment. That's certainly a valid technique for feeling better when things are very chaotic and hectic. Just like going, okay, you know what, let me just like kind of hone in to my own space and let's just check out what's really going on here. Here I am, everything's okay, I'm breathing okay. It's okay, right? That's a very valid technique. But I think for Scorpio, unless things are just really have been torn asunder, that focusing on the future is a really, really good idea. I think it's really going to be helpful for you in terms of your plans. And now we have the Four of Wands, all right? And the Two of Swords, okay, interesting. And the Seven of Cups, all right, that's interesting too, because that's been coming up. Well, this is pretty literal, I have to say. I'm just, sometimes it's just like reading a book, really, isn't it? I feel, Scorpio, that you were close to completion. In fact, you might have even completed something really major in life within, let's say, the last year or so. Something just really magnificent. And I think that you deserve a lot of recognition and support, and it's all hats off to Scorpio for the wonderful, wonderful work that you did and the accomplishments. But I do feel like there's kind of a sensation of, okay, so I did that, and now I'm just, it looks like going into a phase where I just have to stop now and think about all of this. Okay, so I'm picking that up. I need to stop and think about all this. It could be that there's a little bit of confusion going on right now, potentially, right? So a little bit of confusion. And so, if it's time to just stop and regroup and think, I think that's a smart thing. And it does tie in with the sense that, I am not going to allow these circumstances to undermine all of my hard work and accomplishments. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. And all of my future plans. I'm just not going to do it. But a lot of us are sort of in situations where we're having to stop and think about it, right? Because so much has changed in the world right now. So I'm hearing adjustment. Okay, I'm hearing adjustment, that it could be a matter of kind of adjusting your plans to figure out how you will actually move forward with all of this work and this planning, considering the current situations. And now we have the Tower coming in, okay? And I think actually that just represents exactly what I was talking about. It's just like the tarot just following up what I just said. I think this is just the situation in the world today, all around. I don't think this really involves you in particular, but some of you could feel like this is a chaotic time. That's possible, but I think this is just more about the world at large and the circumstances that could be impacting you. And so I think that that's just saying, this is the situation that we're all going through right now. It's okay to pull back and think about how you're going to adjust. Boy, that's really coming up strongly. And now we have the Knight of Swords, all right? So suggesting you would really like to just charge ahead with this. I think there's kind of a dichotomy here, right? Between having to just sit and think about how things are going to proceed and the sensation inside of just wanting to just gun-ho, go for it, go at this thing. And there's something I think very important to Scorpio, very important deep inside that you want to do or accomplish. You really don't want to wait. You don't want to wait, but I think you also know that it's wise to make any adjustments that are necessary. And now we have Temperance coming in. How interesting. And so I am hearing the word just wait. That's what I'm hearing. Is just wait and get into a and I'm also picking this up, like that someone is going to say, well, I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to wait. Right? But by wait, I think that what this means is to get into a space, a mental space, where things are very calm and harmonized. That is what I am picking up. Just like a mental peace, bringing that about through meditation, through connecting with nature, through prayer, whatever works for you, certain literature or reading or journaling or artistic work, and just getting into that space where the mind just becomes completely calm. Because I think that this is when your mind is going to allow solutions to surface. And then you will know. And then you will know, Scorpio. I think, honestly, for some of you, if it just feels like I just want to get going, you know? And of course, Scorpio is so determined with that Mars energy. You're so determined, which is wonderful. Of course you want to get going with everything. But this could be part of kind of sort of that test I was talking about. Like there's kind of this little, well, okay, that might be an understatement. This spiritual test going on, right? About getting into this spot of peace and calm and harmony amidst all of the uncertainty that can be going on around you. All right. So I feel that is part of it. Okay. So that's part of it. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. All right. From the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Wow. Okay. It's change of seasons. Change of seasons. Now, I really like seeing this. Actually, for me personally, as a reader, I like seeing this. Okay, I like seeing it for you too. But it's unusual for me to come up with a message like the one that I got with Temperance. I don't think I've ever said that in a reading, by the way. Wait. I mean, just like wait, you know. And now we have change of seasons coming in that really informs this final message, which is that things are going to change. And it could be indeed the change of season into springtime, all right, which we are just about to go into. So it could be March, April, May even, that things really start to shift. And some of the obstacles that you might be experiencing now might resolve in such a way that things just lift and it helps you to move forward. So during this time, it makes sense to find your spot of peace and calm, tap into that, tap into your spiritual strength, because things are going to change. The path will open ahead. You're going to be on your way, Scorpio, and I really do feel that it is going to happen very soon. All right, that's your reading for February 2021. Thank you so much for being here as always. It's a pleasure and a privilege to read for you, and I'll see you next time.